want, we can focus in
Yes.
closer.
Yes, we can do that. Ho eke makai ama enke ofisia ni clinic of DrJen. Aia o koe whiwhine koe e ni, ko toke tā koe ni koe toke tā mimihange koe tau ungai whai to'o whakatonga, ngahi whai to'o koe e kau intia kula, ngahi whai to'o whakawhanua, ai ku taka koe ngahi whai to'o me ngahi la ia kau, mo ngahi kawa o e akau, pe koe kiri o e akau, pe koe lau i akau, pe koe hono aka, i he ahoni o fumatu akwhia ma o ke mo hit, like and share, and spread the goodness of this. And so as we are about to resume our live show from the very own clinic of DrJen in Pleasant Grove, pe a ihene pehe, invite. Aia koe, o kutau ihene he ahoni mo DrJen, mo Pauline V Pututau, te nahanga whakahino atu ka mautolu, a mea koe na whahe eiki koe fufulu o e vae. Pe aua ki ai, tene hanga tala he koe ngahi kona, me ngahi uni, mea kotoa pe o tau e fia tau sino kotoa, o ku release pe kutuange mai ia i he ngahi ava o tau vae, lalo vae. Aia koe whaahinga tekniki po koe whahinga fōu ngai ni, o kune hanga o mai ai kona, ai palaku, me ngahi ulunganga, me ngahi mea kehe i sino, ka e hau ia i he vae. Aia ku ia koe, koe haka hingoa o i whaito o koe ai vae tahine, Pauline. O kuia koe foot zoning, pea moe mea ai taha koe
Iron foot bath.
Koe iron foot bath, okay? Pea koe no ai taha, koe kau i o i vae. Hange tof pera tenne si kau i a he eiki, ai vae ni kau apostolo, na e foki ki lalo au pito, pea nane fufulu o nau vae. Ka pate mo mea mai peki ai, e mo sio mai, kono ngā kos maa watu, koe tainimi, e tau.
Prove your waters when you start. Okay.
Sai. Koe tio ki he, koe mea ko kui, koe kau i a vae. Okay? Pea ihene pehe, te mo mea mai lewa ki a DrJen, tene hanga o whamatala. I'm going to give the chance to DrJen to explain to us what is the purpose of this treatment first, and then we'll go from there to the zoning.
Yep. So this treatment is really, really cool because your feet have the capacity, like when we sweat, right, or our armpits, those are called lymph drains, lymphatic system. And your lymph system is where you hold all the toxins in your body. So this machine, what it does is it puts an electrical pulse that goes through the water, and it changes from positive to negative. And when Leslie puts her feet in there, we're going to see all the junk come out of her body. And so by the end of this, it's going to be really gross and nasty.
Te mo sio mai lewa po beautiful vae.
Her feet are clean.
Mo sio mai vae, ko lana pia vae.
But it's not going to be when she's done. So when we do this, it allows our body an opportunity to flush itself out. And so you can get rid of everything from like fat. Okay, people can lose weight this way. So we can see fat lipids come out. We can see inflammation. So for people that have like joint pain and gout and things like that, this is really good for that. We can also get things like heavy metals. People get an overabundance of heavy metals from eating canned food, drinking pop. We can also see like what's happening in your digestive tract, acidic waste. There's all kinds of fun things. So we have a whole little chart right here that we keep out for our clients so they can kind of see what kind of things are coming out. So if you've been a smoker, I'm going to be able to tell just by the way that your body is detoxifying. So this is one of the things that Vika, as a therapist, offers here. So when you come in and you get to do a foot zone with her, you get a free one of these too. So when she opens up all the signals in your feet and gets all your organs working right together and your body aligned, then you can come in and do one of these and it just sucks all the junk out. So it'll help your body clean itself out for 3 days. It's really, really, really cool. So that's where we're going to start. So we'll get you, my dear, set up and get your feet in there. And by the end, we'll keep checking in, and you guys can see her water as it gets worse.
You can see my beautiful feet. It's going to be treated by this. Okay, we are on. So we can move it, Jen, if we can move it close. I can move it closer here, but it's, oh, I think this is okay. Monsieur Mai, we are going to, I'm going to sit here. And Nika, yeah, it's good. It's good. She's going to turn on the thing. Yeah, there you go. I'm going to put my shoe away. Okay. Yay! Hi. I'm all in purple and pink. Yeah, so it won't. That's good. And you can press the power and the little thing. Yeah, just press it. With the power. There you go.
Okay.
You can move around here. Yeah, okay, okay, that's good. Do you have to see her? Then we can adjust.
Yeah, we can adjust.
Move them, yeah. Just move that.
Yeah.
So she's going to explain.
Yeah, I'm going to explain what we're going to do.
Okay.
So your job is to stick your feet in the bucket.
Now?
Yep.
Okay, now.
Woo-hoo! Should be nice and warm for you.
Uh-oh.
So you get all cozy. And this is just plain water. So all we're going to do is add just a little bit of salt. We check it. Everybody's electrical system works a little bit different in their body. And depending on how much salt we have in our body, that determines the electrical field of how our cells exchange energy. So if her salt is really low, I may end up adding a little salt to the water to help the machine work right. But if not, well, we may have to water her down if there's too much salt. So that's what we're going to do. So this little unit here goes right on your wrist. And this helps me see what those electrical fields look like in your body. Okay, simple, right?
It's okay. Let it. It's over here.
Oh,
Okay. So this is what we call an array. Okay, this is what puts the electrical field into the water. So it's going to go from a positive to a negative polarity, just like electricity works, but she's not going to get electrocuted, which will be really
Make sure I don't get electronic
you
shock.
don't get electrocuted, I promise.
Hit share and like, guys.
So you're at 0.6. We need to get you to 1.6. So I need to add a little bit more salt to your water.
Salt, eh?
A little low on your salt.
Hmm.
So it's really important to know that salt and potassium help your cells regulate the electricity that exchanges in them. So very helpful.
That's the feet it shows.
Okay. Give that just a second to settle, and we'll see where you're at. It's a little bit wet. There you are. Just a little higher. It just keeps losing contact on your wrist. So you need lots of salt. But if we put too much salt in it, the machine will scream at me, and then we'll have to water you down.
Please don't.
Okay, that's 0.9. We've got 0.7 to go. So what's really cool about this is you can do this particular type of treatment every 3 days. It's going to set your body up to detoxify for 3 days, which means in a couple days after you do this, you might find that you lose a pound or two, which is kind of fun without all the extra running. And everybody's chemistry is a little bit different, so we just kind of work with it and see what your body needs. But because you have this map on the bottom of your feet, it can tell which organs are too toxic and which ones are overloaded. So it will remove, yes, to answer your question, it will remove the toxic chemicals from your body. And you got to think about it. We're exposed to a lot of different chemicals in our bodies, right? The foods that we eat have a lot of preservatives. We're exposed to, you know, pollution. We're exposed to all kinds of toxins, even in like our soaps and stuff like that, and shampoos. So over time, it's important to get this stuff cleaned out. Otherwise, when we have too many toxins in our body, we'll actually get sick, right? And so that's when your lymph nodes up in your neck and things like that start to get too swollen. So this will help also cure colds and things like that. Yep. Okay. We're super close. We're at 1.3. Got 0.3 more to go. She's salty.
Okay, but okay, palanisi I salt ions. What are you trying to balance now? For salt?
Yeah. So in order for us to get the most out of this treatment, your body needs to sit at 1.6. And right now we are sitting at 1.3 or 4? 1.4. So if it's too low in salt, we're not going to draw enough junk out of the feet.
Oh, okay. Okay, so fema okay que level of salt. What's the chemical? Masima. Fema okay a specific level ka hui ka lava o extract my toxins me hesino. Kapag low salt level hesino he kai ke it's not gonna work very well.
So you can see the closer we're getting, her color of her water is already starting to change. Yep.
Yeah.
So this is nothing compared to what we're going to see.
Yeah.
Some people you'll actually see full fat pockets come out. I've seen parasites come out of people that look like rice. I've seen, I had a guy that was a coal miner for years and his just looked like tar that came out of the bottom of his feet. Smokers, you have the same thing. The liver looks really orange. So it's really important to see what organs are pulling certain things out of your body.
So, aia kana mo tolu koe o kuha. O ku mo ngoi, o ku mo whaingata a ia, ka kui kai ke mo kei ilo, e taimi lahi whoki to kana mate mea.
Le e hake pe.
Oia. But ko mo tolu mo whaingata a ia, koe mea le rei en ke mo hau, ke whai mo whai. Ko whangi whai tola koe ni koe ke lava whai whare mahaki. Ko tāturi whare mahaki mai whai akau, o whai akia. Ka aia o fumatu akwi e mao lewa, ke ai ki suke po ampe tai me pele pela lai whakapo. My goodness. Poe ku kamata melo melo. Hanga unblock for me a. I for me a to kanga pena ke ala lo. Unblock so I can bring me the phone so I can.
How do you?
Ko ya pe. To ke fare ri.
You can already see there's some black flecks in here.
Yeah, I was about to ask you what was it?
Black flecks have a lot to do with heavy metals.
Or is it the dirt? No?
No, but it's clean.
Right. Yeah, it was very clean before.
Clean.
Look, it's getting brown. It was so clear. We showed you at the beginning. It was clean. Aya ko motolo ka tonga, mo fanong mai ka ki famatala ya tu ko e fo atu e te ta utu. Ko ma fa na hange ko was foto fota pe hoto va e o kita. Aya ko lotonga ko hono path. What's the first letter? Iron footpath. Aya ko hono kau I ne va e ke maa au pito. Aya ko lalo pores pe ko avava ko to lalo va e. O kune hanga e ya fusi mai pe ne taaki mai ki tua. Ai ngahi me au ku kovi hesino. Pe te lava pe tahi ne ko eni, te ne lava pe e ya o iloi pe ko ku va e o ku wa palpare ma ku ate pe ko ku kofua pe ko ku mafu. Aya ko ka fa tata ita ke explain pe ha famatala iti tela e ka toke ta ya ami ako ni ko no hinga hek fe ma fu ke ai mo ki pa anga ko ya ho ek me kainga mo sio mai pe ke anga sup alpe ke melo ange vai, and I'm going to show it to you again.
Thank you. Say me as my mail. ke ku hao e toxins he vae ana fe. Ko lai vae, ko e
Pores. Ai koe awama ko ho lai vai.
Kili.
Hokiri.
Au hao me ai ko te pupuha ia. Ko ia ku hao ai toxins. Ka ko e lai vae, ko e pores he lai vae, it's the biggest.
Yeah, they're the largest.
The largest pores, meaning ki wholalahi ange ai pores he lalo vae I toi konga hatosino.
So it's the fastest way if we're using like an essential oil, right? We can put an essential oil on the bottom of our feet and it will hit your bloodstream really, really fast. And you have the benefit or the medicine coming from that peppermint oil or lavender or whatever you're using.
Oh.
But it's also important when we're detoxifying the body. That's why your feet sweat, because they have the largest pores.
Oh.
And it's the way God made your body so that you could clean itself out and be self-sustaining.
So it makes sense. It makes sense now. Tako me e where mola he whengo fua e nau whakanga e treatment ko ni pe ko wha hinga whai to ko e technique ko no ai. Ko ngahi ko lalo wa e wha la lahi ange ai ngahi awa ko hokiri I ho lalo wa e. Te agune hanga ea o toho aki I mo tuku mai ki tua ai ngahi kovi ma ngahi. Nā nunga ko toa pe ho sino. Ko iai ho ek makainga. Most seal make hay water. It's getting muddy.
Your feet are going to tell on you.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Ka pau e whakamatala ko ne osiko treatment ni e tala he ai mea kunu haki tua ho. Me au ku kai ka pau ku ke whinga ke ote ke ilo he toke tāna ke kākā o kai ho isuka ya honi.
Now toki osi e ku inu e ku ipu choose orange whatever topic can or whatever. Anyway, but people, mufanong me pe matala Pauline V Pututau. We're trying to tongueize the thing so you can understand. So please hit like and share because this is a very professional treatment and I am blessed and honored that I am sitting here and pampering my feet as a treatment time. So now we are going to see, this is one of Vika's what? Zoning.
Yes, so I am an apprentice at Jen's clinic, and I'm working to get my license.
Yalola.
And certification ihe fotawae, ihe zoning. Koe ko te taui tato koe fotawae ka koe o gai pe ngahi feitu he lai wae o te lava lomi pe fotai pe tolo ko hi ke ne tokoni ho sino ke to e mea. Ko ia. Ke reset ho sino ke tokoni ho sino ke ho sino ke heal be ia Ke sia mai pe ki glance mai pe. Oku very detailed ene mea oku wako I. O ke fota noa ia, o ke tola noa ia. O ia pe hono uhinga oku whai ai fota koe. So that's what I'm trying to do. Ke kapau te ke pukaha appointment ni ke hau ke fota hawae ke hi ke mak laiseni. Pe koe treatment of free ki ho kapau te ke set ho appointment ni te ke lava o whai treatment ko a hinga no. Ale sieri. You'll get a free ion foot bath.
Might as well.
Might as well enjoy it. Might as well enjoy it so you won't miss anything. And it is a very, very good feeling when I feel, my feet is in this water. And remember, we showed you the beginning. And look at it, guys.
That's just the beginning.
This is more like, to be honest, I'm going to say this in Tongan. Hangetofe hate al bathroom mo me ko ni. Kasi it is so nasty. Ai ko hangepe ko no ai pe ko tapuange hu fanga he whakatapu o ka pau ko ki ingari whakamata aka te talano ko talano ke te heriaki ko no uhinga because this is more like just going to the bathroom instead of going use the toilet. You are using the feet the pores down there, ai ko vae, mune fusi mai. Ai ngahi kovi manunu a koe ni. Ko iai kia mutolu, matua tangata, ka kai whewhine, whanau, o mowhia mau ke mou hao ke programa koe ni, o mautuni ina te peme kliniki, I Pleasant Grove, pe a whia maulere every Wednesday. Ai pure lulu kotoa te ke sio mai. Pe a kou osi experience, now I'm experiencing the footpath here, iron footpath. Now, I have done zoning in the past, and I'm telling you, it helped. There's a certain touch, there's a certain move. So what are you feeling there, Vika?
I'm feeling Jen.
Oh, so it's very professional, and also some of the information we cannot say it here because some of us don't want to release what we are going through, and especially Jen. No.
You have full permission to tell them what you're doing.
You're putting me on the spot there.
So the feet are really cool because you can feel every single teeny tiny thing. You can feel every tooth, every facial muscle, vertebrae, hip, organ. And so right now she's working on my, getting my hips lined up. So what happens is the feet are kind of like a keyboard. And when we push on the keyboard, it sends a signal to your brain, and your brain goes, oh my goodness, I need to fix that. And so it starts making adjustments. And so when we work on the feet, we do the entire body. So you're getting a full body adjustment. Every bone, every muscle, every tooth, every facial muscle, every organ is getting readjusted. And that way, our bodies heal faster. Because if we only work on the problem spots, the areas that are strong can't support them very well if we don't send a signal to the brain. And so everything that is down in the heel has to do with your hips and your pelvis and your organs that release and go to the bathroom, right? Or to your sex organs. If we come up into the toes, we're dealing more with like the face, we're dealing with the lymph, we're dealing with your cranial nerves that start back here and kind of branch out and tell your facial muscles what to do, your eyes and your ears and all of those. So Vika's going to do a full system reset on me today while Leslie does her iron foot bath and gets all the toxins in it.
Look at that.
That way you can see what kind of therapies that we offer here in our office and what therapies Vika especially does. And so you guys know you have someone. I think it's important to have someone who speaks Tongan to be able to also do these kinds of treatments, because we have a lot of Polynesians that come to us. We have a lot of Tongans and Samoans and Fijians and Hawaiians and all kinds of things. And so it's important for you to have someone to be able to explain this to you in your culture that is very close to what you guys grew up with, right? With the lady down the street that would, you know, pull your muscles around in your stomach and do stomach work, or get the right bark or the right plants together. So this is a lot of like work that healers do, and we get to teach the healers how to do that. So the spot she's working on right now is an area called the thymus, and it sits right here in your chest. And that area is really important because it shows if somebody's energy is too high or too low. And when it's not working right, you either have really low energy or, things. So this just helps get your energy up. It helps your organs work better. It helps get rid of depression. It helps get rid of anxiety. It helps with joint pain. It helps your body absorb your food better. There's just all kinds of benefits. I've seen people that have come in that have not been able to walk because their back maybe isn't in the right place, and it'll realign their back by pushing on the right buttons in their feet, because your body is perfect. It knows what to do, but we have to get it the right conditions. And so when we work with the body as a whole, it helps your body heal faster.
Hau ek pakainga mo whanau mai ko so ningi eni o whai he taini ko ni ko Pauline Pututau. Pea mo sio ke heanga o whota ko ke hanga o whota e whakatonga. E ke ta wala pe fota tavare o pleson. Pa mo sio ki ai. Sai, ko mo tolu kana wa mo fa e mo tamai. O ku nau from matmo tu pa nau puke ngai mahaki ku ospehe to ke taia ko ngai mahaki ko foi akau pe tamate aki. Ki ahia mai ai clinic at Jen. O tu Pleasant Grove. Aia ko feitu ko ni te ke ha o pa o ke o ke mafasia hange pe ko au. Mo sio mai ya ki he kauta. Did I say that this is more like going to the bathroom? Look at it. So nasty. Look. Fuck up.
That's all your inflammation.
That's my inflammation?
That's
Wow.
in your joints and throughout your body.
Can you tell from the different how color, how dark, how bright it is? What's
How weird. Museo mai. Museo. Ko va ko au ku fa fu la fa ko I have problem here. I always have problem here. The first time she did the zoning on me, it relaxes, it relaxed myself and calm me down because I thought, oh, let me tell you my story. My primary doctor told me that I need to have a surgery. And so I already went to the doctor and the doctor says that I need to prepare myself. So we went to the specialist. And so they took me to the specialist and then we thought we are coming in for consultation. But once we get there, he says, are we ready to be on the table? I get that far to do my surgery. And then what I said, no way, I'm not doing that because he says he's going to cut me here. You see, I have a little bit swollen here. And I think it is swollen. So my joint, and they said I have arthritis or all my joints are bad. So because of what I experienced and what I have seen in my own family, especially with my husband, I decided to follow this doctor through Vika. Vika was the one who introduced me to Jen, and that's why it got my attention because I know most of us, we have these certain disease or whatever we are facing, it's almost the same, but it's all about medicine. It's all about getting that tablets or whatever, and then we have to take it. It just take care of the flame, but it doesn't take off the cause. Mahino, ko yai ho ek mo kai na musio maya. I feel good. The water, whatever it's in there, it was brand new water. It was fresh water, and I found out that I am not good with salt. So now, I thought the doctor told me not to eat a lot of salt, but now it is so dirty. So for those of you who are watching, I know I didn't tag you guys, but I tagged a few because I just wanted to start. Please share, hit like, and then share with your friends. So look at what Vika did, what she's doing. First time Jen did mine, she did awesome with it. So Jen, there's a certain touch. When Vika touch, can you tell us why you touch your hand like that?
I'm just connecting with Jen. I'm syncing up with her.
Yeah, so the body has a rhythm, and it's like your heart, right? It's got a pulse, and if you disconnect when you're working on someone, you need to just gently reconnect so that it doesn't shock the body. But the area that she's working on right now is on top of my foot, and this is the area that works your inner lymphatic system, right? And so all of the stuff that you're pulling out of your feet right now, Leslie, she's actually working on that system in my foot. And so she's opening up all the drains and making sure that all of the organs in my body have the capacity to like pull all this stuff out and get it out of my body. This is what we call preventative medicine, so that we don't have to get sick or have to have a diagnosis later. If we are able to keep up on ourselves, then we don't have this problem. It's kind of like when you do the dishes in your house, right? If you don't ever do the dishes, you're going to have a rotten kitchen and things are going to mold and you're going to grow disease and fungus and all kinds of stuff. But if we're consistently cleaning through the foods that we eat and the way that we work on our bodies, whether that's doing an iron foot bath or a foot zone, or there's other things we can do too. But these are ways that will actually consistently clean your body. And even doing things as simple as like hot lemon water first thing in the morning. We talked a little bit about that last week and why that's important, because lemons are a cleansing agent and they help to clean the lymphatic system. So God made your body to have these lymph drains and pockets through your whole body so that all your organs could detox. But if we don't have the door open for it to detox, it just builds up. And that's when you start getting sick and achy and not feeling good and having a cold, and you're more susceptible to getting sick. So as we head into things like cold season, right, which is right now, these are good time for our body to be able to get worked on and realigned so that it can run the best way possible.
Thank you, DrJen. That is amazing what you just shared, because too many times we assume that just going to the doctor that heals everything, but it looks like we are naturally healed.
Your body's perfect. It knows what to do, but we don't generally give it the right conditions to do it, right? So when we clog it up with a bunch of chemicals or foods that aren't good for us, or stress, or even anxiety, right? Like those things can be handled through simple things like foot swimming and getting our bodies to clean out. Because when we do, what happens is your body's, instead of swinging really hard on the pendulum one way or the other, feeling a lot of stress stresses your body out. It creates toxins in your body. But if it can kind of just give and take and handle your everyday a little bit better, because there's less toxins, guess what? You don't get as stressed out. You're not as negative. You're not as cranky. You're not as angry. You're more peaceful. You're more calm, and you do better. And the whole family does better.
I like that idea. I like what the last statement. When you are being treated and naturally healed, and if there is a problem and you come here and being naturally healed, use the tradition and the traditional and natural healing method, you are not that anxious and so aggressive, and you are calm. Yeah. And don't you see that? Even though I'm not fully what treated, but some of the things that I have recognized, it allows me to be happier and be myself. And I think that is a testimony and a witness of this treatment. I am, for those of you who knows me, I'm angry. I'm an angry bird. I can yell, I can shout, I can cuss. I don't care. And when my evil eyes look, oh, it just go deep into the heart. But I think coming here and just try to be treated naturally and try to get healed, you just feel the positive vibes. You feel happier. You feel you glow, So if you question why we are happy, just because DrJen is the master key for that. And you know what DrJen has said? But let's look. There are certain touch here. Jen, what is she doing? Which part of the body now?
So she's working on my sternum, which is the part that connects all of your ribs together, right in your breastbone, right in the middle of your chest.
Wow.
And that also works with red blood cell production, because that's right in front of the heart. And so she just balanced my ribs a couple minutes ago, and now she's balancing my sternum.
Wow.
Yeah. So when people have broken ribs, you can feel it. You can feel if somebody's back is out of alignment. If they have one vertebrae that's out of alignment, you can push it back in just by pushing on the signals in the feet. And so it's just really important. And I'll tell you, as a mom, I'm a mom, I've got kids. I started learning how to do this because it was helping me so much as a mother. And I thought I wanted to be able to help my kids. And so it's made a huge difference. And I honestly didn't ever anticipate being a full-time doctor's office. That's just kind of what happened, because all the pieces start to come together, right? When you start seeing miracles happen in people's lives, how can you stop? You can't. You see that it makes too much of a difference. And so my job became teaching other people like Vika how to use their skill sets and their traditional gifts and their spiritual gifts so that they could do more to help their families. But just because I'm a healer, right, doesn't mean that I don't have things or that I don't still need to be worked on. And so I only hire the best of the best. And that's why Vika is here. Because I only want to hire the people that work on me, because I'm very particular about who I allow to touch me and what their energy feels like and what stress they carry and if they're dealing with their own issues in their own families or their own bodies, right? And so Vika has become one of the best apprentices that I've ever had. And she is doing an incredible job. And the things that she's able to move on my body, maybe another therapist can't. So she has a very special touch and a very special gift. And I love it. I can't have her hands on my body enough.
So, I'm going to go to Tongan. Aya ko mufanongo mai, ko e pehe fefine, o ku falala ia ka vika. Ko ngahe ko hono sino, hono system o ona, o kai kene tari noa ia hataha therapist, ke hau o ala, te ko ala ko avika, there is a magical touch there. And so, when I say magical, o kuala vika o whakanonga. We can see that het whaito whakatonga. E temu tau ala te ko mantu ina ufasi ke isi na aku alo kaka he whare lotu ko e siasi suka isi ife. I whasi pe au tō me funga whare o motu. Fracture hok wa hok ni mato matau. Ko temu ne ave toa ka savieti ko siana whaito whasi. O poto pe savieti a hano talanoa i kita peha. Whesi hok ni ma koneki. So that's the spirit, what Jen is talking about. Aya ko vika, ko every part, you see, wai ngahi whahinga ala, wai fo ituhu ke pāti o sino. Ko wa ea, ko ne hanga ea hangeha mape, ke toenga ho tau ngahi o kani mo ngahi neave. Aya ko ne ala ko a vika koe, mo sio koe ke fota, laiki ke fota hohaa, o wala peno ki fo ituhu hange o kun. Ko talatka mo tolu, na aku o souni he whewhineni au. Nā ne souni au pe he, hango mea kua vika. Osi pe ne souni au pe au, hangena ne reset a hoku. Let me show you. So after she zoned me, you know, this part of me was always stiff. I cannot do anything. Now swollen, eh? It was swollen. And Vika is the living witness of it. She knows that I faced that, and then she said, let's go to Jen. And so I came and did all the exam. What was the exam? The scan. Eh?
We can go over that next week.
Yeah. There will be, that's another topic. You are not going to get it all tonight. So you have to think about it. Remember, there is no professionalist or specialist will do this. But because ko ofani afefine yo tau kakai, kono uhinga ke tau ke o te tau toki ope ke toke ta, but hanga toke ta mai fu I aka tau mai ke hifi pe atafa ki tau tol. Ango ngai ko ke hifi I ka fusi I hok filosiliva. Pau si o atu te upiki au ta ngata. He kai ke ta fawe na upiki pe au ki a piki. Mai no? Pau ha ore mau ki heni o ne hanga rewa eia o tala mai hanga fifine o reset ya o le ne raki ya la po va e. O wa hang makini ai pe po me pau fai ke. Alo pe ne fota pe o pe pau mo. Ko talo me ai I don't mind pe te lau ai paanga. E mahu ingang e sili ni ki hono whakarere I hoksino. Ko iai, o te ke sio noa ia, ka mo mea mai pe ka mo hanga senti atu. She atu ke ilo he kakai. Ke nau ilo I pako koe o ke mahaki ia, pe o ke aha whaahinga mahaki o ke mo ua ai, o ke whengata iai. Whewhine to tonu en. Whewhine to tonu en, pe aunga ka te au e hau, o whamore hau ki tola, Ke tola koe souni, o whiha koe, walnoa, whitnima. Si, ko me hiki au, whe mahu tola koe nima ke discount me katea, panga pe whitunima. Whitunima, I fo I houa taha, ka ne hanga tala atu, ai mape hosino. Maino? Okay, let's look at this. How about this? Do you see it?
This is like a confession.
Do you see it? Mosia mai ko vae. Mosia mai ke vae he palako. This is nasty and yucky. You see? Ko vae na mosia mai ke fu vai hala ke faito o loto. Hala ke me ata mate matea. Pe ko ate fe ko me masi mana ni hanga ai ko no nga slow kwa masi. Ka mosia mai ke na talato ni nai hange pe tapuang ni fa tapu. Hange pe hate age paso. Mosia ke palako. He ko lalo vae, masi ko ospenio ko mai pe vae o.
Okay, that's good.
Sai.
I'm working on her spine.
You're working on what? Her spine? Aya ko no spiny ni po no huitua. Foi huitua. Aya ko ni support hosino. Aya ko huitua aya. O ku ngau he ko nganga he vika no foi ko nga ko ya.
I would let you rub on my spine all day.
Okay. Nega ke ilo via ko te lava pe ala ki he foi ko nga ko o hoto spine ka to.
Ki foi ko nga fe vika?
Foi ko nga ko to vai.
Ia.
Te lere holo lai vai holo kita I tonga. Koe te futokanga kita ke protect to lai vai. Ta ko fonga na mai o tua. To reset that detoxing naturally. Ako hono spine here.
Kind of like if you go to a chiropractor. A
Iyo.
little different way of adjusting it. But
Aya ko ni pehe jen me hange ko te alko ke he kautaha fesi. Lo ke tokoto kana honga fesi o to tua me tatau pe ia. Ai te alko fesi. Me te hanga ko hau o souni. Aya o kapau sometimes with the doctors like Kalisi, the doctor told her she can do massage, but he doesn't suggested her to do chiropractor. Why? Because there might be some fracture or some vulnerable bones because she's older, and then kono winga kakoe. Mahalo sang ho in the help ana souni.
This one here, sometimes I'm a little confused. Can this flow right into this one?
Hey.
How far can I come down? That's your right here. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Right up against your bone.
So let me see if there is someone. Mo look at this. This is.
sorry.
No, I want to see the reaction. That was what spot is that?
So that is my sacrum, which is
Go ahead, sacrum in Tony.
in the low back. There's a big heart. There's a big
Papatua.
paddle.
Oh, ko foi hoko
Right.
tanga ko e papatua.
So I was born without a sacrum,
Oh.
and I have an extra vertebrae in my back, and it had these little butterfly wings. And then when I was older, it started growing, and so when people work on that area of my back, it's a little
tender.
sore.
It's a little sore, she said.
Yeah, but it's good.
Okay. Okay. So this is, listen, Mosiamai, the clean water is becoming a muddy water. Just more like remember hanki vaina fra pelepela hai hapuaka. Mosiamai ke palako.
It's gonna get worse.
It's gonna get a lot worse.
Yeah?
More come out.
Whakapo, eh. Mo whanonga mai tama e getting worse. Kono whakatonga getting worse, ko toi koviang. Good morning, Saini. Yeah, this is removing toxic chemicals from your body, from my body. And look at it, this is hecka too much already.
Can you get it close to your water so we can see the zoom in? There's like textures in the water.
Moshoma, let me turn off the light so you can see. Moshoma, Mo siya mai. Ko floating ni. Mo siya palaku. Whakako. Apiko alunga mo no. Come into yours. Oh, gross. Come on, Sing. That's what I say. It's more like going to the bathroom. Nice treatment, Gano. Tonga folau o fatu o kukau me atamai no fufulu.
Hey,
Okay.
It might be funny, but
Yes, it might be funny, Tonga, but this is part of releasing. Okay, Dr. Chen, there's someone says, my cousin says, if this can be washed or trained or treatment.
Yes,
Definitely.
absolutely. Yeah, we can do that. Well, there's actually a medicine that we work with from Africa that will reset the entire brain, and it is what we call a master medicine, and it it gets rid of trauma, it gets rid of PTSD, it gets rid of addiction, it gets rid of depression, it gets rid of anxiety, and for women, it gives you a quiet brain. So you know how our brains are so busy and everything is connected to everything. Like the car is connected to your job, which is connected to the kids, which is connected to this, and everything touches everything. After you sit with this medicine, your brain is completely silent, and it also reinstates free will. So when we're dealing with addiction, people don't return to addiction. So if you want to clean the brain, that's the best way to do it, because you get all this amazing emotional benefit from it too. But it's a little intensive, but it does miracles. Like we've seen people with bipolar disorder totally fixed it.
Wow.
So yeah.
Ai ko taria tonga o kulava rere pe o fix pe moe atamai. Ai na mo whanau mai ki ai o au ki he paipola. Ai ko paipola ko toko taha ko pehe. Lo tonga pe koe ene anga rere ma ne loto rere. Whaimea. Lo tonga pe koe aho no ma anga rere. Ko pa pongpong ku ita. Wale pe koe ne ita ko alu ke olunga ko hifo ke lalo ko anga rere whalongolong. Ai au ke mahaki mo ngai mahaki ke o au ke addiction ni. Pe koe mau ko via kita e whaito ko na tapu kulava pe o tweet. Ai mo atamai. Mahalo ko tari atu tonga ai. Sai. Moving on to the next person. O kusai yang e ena he e ku whakatau e toxic pets o ku wha alu o mi me he salon. Yes, Saini. I agree because you go, okay, alu ko whakatau. So she's, yeah. If this one is better or just going to get the pets from the salon.
Oh no, this is way better. This is way better. This is way better because it's helping get your organs to the right frequency. So every organ has a vibration that it runs at. So it actually helps pull the organ to the right space so it can clean itself out. I mean, pads are great, but they're not near, and they're full of chemicals. So think about what you're doing when you're putting those on your feet, right? You've got large toxins, and that's where you're going to absorb all those toxins or perfumes or dyes or different things. So this is way cleaner. You saw when we started, it was just clean water with a little bit of salt in it.
They can't see you, they're seeing the reflection of the roof. Maybe you turn on your lights.
Mo sio man. Ko ngai atamai hau ki tu.
Some of her brain came out.
Oh yeah. Ko ngai uto tonga. Mo sia ko ngai uto ku hau ki tu. Oh my God. And you know what? It's so calm. It is just calm. If you want to be happier, just try to come into treatment here, because or else you're going to be an angry bird all the time. Ko fufine motu a faite ita, fufine motu a loto kovi, fufine motu a negativi, fufine motu a whakamaulau. All those are all negatives, and it's so toxic and it won't help you. So please try to think about it now. 75 only to do your feet, and you will go from there. So That's more like the foundation. You can do that, and then you can have a free iron footpath. Like I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Well, this one here, she is working on her certification so she can get her license. And for us Tongan, remember, it's Tongan. We embrace each other. We support each other. And you see my sister here, she's trying to certify and get licensed. So your help will help promote and advance her license too. So there are certain hours, there are certain times she's working on. And once she's doing that, and you see how she connect with her patient here. Wow. So every time she pressed that part, she feels something. And it is a cool feeling. Go out. So what is that part?
So she's detoxifying. She's pulling all the stress out of my brain.
Mosia, go to fusie, go fight to oi. Mosia kiai.
So the toes, you can feel every part of the brain. So if somebody has seizures, it will swell in a certain place. If they have spiritual gifts that are active, it will swell in a certain place.
Oh, spiritual gift.
Yeah,
It
so
will.
like with babies, you know how their big toes are like little bubbles? That's because the veil hasn't closed yet. And this is reflecting on their big toe. But the closer they get to like 6, 7, 8 years old, that starts to calm down and flatten out. And it's not this big bubble anymore.
Lela, fanong may give him a gihin give for that.
So when people's spiritual gifts are active, if somebody has a gift of visions or a gift of sight, and they see people on the other side of the veil, or if they get impressions, or they have a musical gift, or different things, it will swell in different parts of the big toe and the thumb.
So when you say a spiritual gift, so let me say, my mom always see things. And sometimes we think she is crazy. We thought that she's a visionary person. And then she will tell me, you are going to face this. And it happens. All the things she has told are so. And then it comes to me, I see things too. And sometimes I said, am I crazy? Or I see things. I see a lot like visiting people from other side, from Faitoka. I see them. Uh-oh, I get scolded here.
Yeah, we're supposed to be able to communicate on both sides of But when we have too many medications in our body, or our hormones are off because we have diabetes, or sugars, being in our body, that part of your brain doesn't open up as easily. And so when we zone you, we can actually see if it's open or not.
Wow.
Yes. And so it's as simple as even somebody, like, let's say they're trying to pray about something and get an answer, and they feel like they are just literally hitting this wall all the time, and they're taking things to God, but they're not able to figure it out, and they can't get that response. It's not necessarily, a lot of people think it's because they're unworthy. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with this part of your brain not working right. And so, if our insulin levels are off because of diabetes, sometimes it messes with that part of our brain too, because it's where we also produce all of our hormones. So it has nothing to do with worthiness. It has to do with getting your hormones balanced, and then that opens that direction up really easily, and things flow really fast.
Wow.
So our physical bodies are a tool for our spiritual bodies, and they have to work together. And so it's important to know that, I've seen grown men just cry in my office when they realize that it's not about them not being good enough. It's just because their brain has a physical block, and we just have to open it up, and all of a sudden they start getting answers really fast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So
certain people have different gifts, right? Some of us have a gift to heal. Some of us have a gift of music. Some of us are artists. Some of us have visions. Some of us have foresight, which is seeing things in advance. Some of us, have a gift of revelation. Some of us have different, just different gifts. So everyone is different, but that's part of what we we do when we're balancing your body is we're trying to help that part of your brain balance out so that you can be all of yourself and why you're here rather than just, feeling empty or part of yourself. So that you can connect to God better. It makes it for a lot more peaceful life if you can.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So each of the toes meant something.
Yep. So you can feel every part of it, every part of the brain.
It's very detailed. Very detailed. I've never had a massage this detailed, like a foot massage. Yeah, I've never had one like this before.
Yeah. So you divide the brain in half, and half of it is dealt with on the right foot, and half of it's dealt with on the left foot. Because you have different hemispheres, and so you can tell if somebody's handwriting is not good. You can tell if their large motor skills, like walking and running, is not working right. You can tell if their memory is not working well, if their gifts aren't working well, if they're depressed. You can tell if somebody has seizures, if it's actually epileptic. When it's not, seizures generally start in your intestinal tract and in the gut, because that's where the other bulk of neural pathways are. So we can isolate things pretty detailed to see where things are happening. Sometimes I get calls. I've had a few physicians that have called me from primaries and said, "Hey, we need to understand how do you stop a seizure? We know that you know how to stop one, and we have this baby that won't stop seizing, and the medications aren't working." And so I'll have them show me their foot on the phone, FaceTime me. And then if it's swollen up here in the big toe, then it's actually a brain seizure. But if it's swollen down here in the foot, then it's happening in the gut. And so we'll tell them to go do an enema, and you'll probably pass a parasite. And as soon as that parasite passes, the seizure will stop.
Wow.
So it's important to get to the root cause of why you have things happening. It's not always just a cut and dry situation.
Sa iho ek makai nga mo whanau o mai ka DrJen. Ai a koe ki fo i motu a wa e koe o pepe, whange ko o fo poto, o ku lava ia o tala ai o ka pau o ku ha tete, hange me o ka seizure koe ha tete, mak tete, pe koe hange koe mak mo tau whau i tapuang whatapu. Ai a pehe, o ka pau o hoko no uto ia, o hoko he brain. I'm tete. Wa pau rewa o ku hono tafa aki hango lau kono tapa o vae, tapa i vae, ta ku hoko ia I hono o kani hono kete. Ai au ne fe perewa, o ne fe kau rewa ke nau whai e ha. Enema, ai ko enema ko tau rea whatonga ki ai ko ha. Whakahinga, ko e mwhainga mea ke ne hanga fufulu mai o tau kat. Pa ko e whahinga ko ia o me ha oi pe ai parasite. Taimani wa ko tau he tau manatu tapuangi mo hufanga whakatapu, hange koe pono, o nau hau ki tua. Porque hau koe aku o se PTT. Ai au, whetokoni aki pa nau whenga we aki mo kau toke tā, I he taimi koe koe ke mā usi ai e kau toke tā ia, ai ngahi whaunga ngā ue, ko eni o whai whiwhine. So it's very vital ke nau whetokoni aki. Ko iai hau ikpa kaunga, ai ak mausio mai pe ko ene lotonga lere pe pa mausio mai ya ki he. This is more like a what? Ange ya hafu vai. Ko fu hai. What is this? Is this a barbecue chicken? Marinated. My feet is more like in a soy sauce sauce.
So if you look at that chart right there, you can see the colors.
Whakapo.
So you're starting to see some greens in there, right?
I started to see some dark green. Gallbladder, digestive system, and inflammation. That is exactly what I have. I got stones on my gallbladder, and it's been taken off. Digestive system, yes, I have problem in my justice, and the inflammation everywhere in my body. Man, is it gonna be black? Is it possible to be black?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mosioki, look. This is a chart of what you see. And so I am doing this like this so you can see maybe. You can look at it. Or look, yellow, green. I'm passing yellow green now. I'm started to get it's worse than dark green now. I think I'm going to black. Oops. So the dark green, you see gallbladder. I had my gallbladder stone taken off. I have that digestive system. Yeah, that's why I have my heavy stomach. And I have inflammation. Yes, that's right. That's why they needed to cut me off on this side and pull pull the filosiliva.
Your spinal fluid.
Spinal, yeah, the spinal cord. They wanted to pull it but it has to. It's kind of, they said it's a shift. The disc is shifted, and because of old age, and I'm getting. And I said, huh. Every time the doctor will say something, just to pacify me. I dropped something. Okay. Fatu. I'm gonna shout out to you guys after this, guys. My discount, Miss Pututau. Miss Pututau, is there a discount? Saying the discount is the footpath here. It's $75, but you are only paying for your zoning, and then you have this for free. That's a good deal. You cannot have that anywhere else. So we run to McDonald's and just use all the $75 for McDonald's for burger, and then you forgot about treating yourself. So take care of yourself first. Remember, in order for you to become the best version of yourself, you need to take care of yourself first. You should put down in your to-do list, put down myself first. Take care of your health. Take care of it naturally while you still can. Or else you're going to end up, the doctor will tell you, we're going to cut you. We're going to do a surgery on you. So my sisters and my brothers out there, please spread the words that you still have a chance. And those of you who time lahi ke tau kita no ape time lahi ku hange ai ta fa mo hifi ho tau ngai sino ko fonga pe ya ke finalize ai for decision. Mo manatui, God knows us pretty good. He knows our details. He knows what time we're coming home. So you have to remember there is a surgery and cutting and medicine is not it. There's always a way. And we were born to be naturally healthy. So, and I think that's what she's saying. And then you see how I wish I can stand up and shoot from that side. No, I'm trying to get them to the other side. Yeah. Well, she'll get a lot in. Eh? It's okay. I got you. So what is that part, Vika?
That is her solar plexus.
Wow.
And her diaphragm.
Diaphragm. So what is the first word you said?
Solar plexus.
So what is it?
I'm not sure what the Tongan word is for it. She will show you where it is right there.
It's a cluster of nerves right under your rib cage. It kind of like branches out like this.
Okay.
That's where you hold all your stress.
Cluster of nerves.
And then your diaphragm is a muscle that comes right underneath your ribs. So that often is where we hold our stress and our anxiety, and so that'll open that up.
For those of you who have many stress, and those of you who have many stress and many depressed and many anxiety or many paranoid or schizophrenic or whatever, this is a good place to come. So you can be healed naturally.
Awesome.
And and we are laughing, but believe me, I might sound sarcastic because you know me. This is me. I'm happy. I'm happy because I come and visit Jen. She is awesome. And my sister here, she's doing an awesome job. Tongan, Samoa, Niue, Maori, and all Americans, come to Pleasant Grove. Come here and you see how this is a lot of work. This is a lot of work.
Because you're looking at every single part of the body, every part of it.
And you know what, DrJen, like I said, it was some people, some of us will think it's funny, but it just reminded me, it's amazing when my feet, my toes, I have ugly toes, but when you actually did my zoning, you didn't care. It's more like, it reminds me of when the Lord did his apostles. He washed the apostles' feet.
There's great significance in the washing and the anointing of feet, actually, in culture, right? Because there's so much energy that leaves the feet. I actually was reading something the other day by a guru, and a lot of Indian gurus, people try and touch their feet all the time because there's so much good energy that comes off of them. And it was the same with Christ, right? And so people would try to touch their feet. So, because it represents everything that is happening in the body, we can see everything that's happening. I'm working on my liver right now and cleaning it out.
Wow, liver.
Did you feel that?
Yeah.
I felt that too.
A lot of energy.
How did you feel? What did you feel? It's a special feeling?
It's like getting electrocuted.
Oh, like a shock.
Almost.
Yeah.
But
You
like,
are the therapist. Oh, you see? So it makes sense as a Tongan. He tau whaito o whakaloakau, ku whaito o whakatonga. He taim ko kuha uai e, ai toko taha ha. Toko taha tai toko taha whaito o. O tau pehe ku whate volo ha. Taha, manto i taimini. Whauka whiwhine ko aala ka kita. O se ngoi pito taha ia ko apau teke ke puku whate volo. You better find it out. Do some research on it. Because what Vika is actually doing, o ku neongo I eia, o ku hange connect ia mo whiwhine. Pe aku, ko taimi o ne ala, I go search and touch, o ku ngoi pensio, o ne na whiongo aki penau.
she's fixing my stomach.
This is her stomach. Working on her stomach, pancreas, and her stomach and pancreas.
Pa mo sio ke ta utu a Vika. You look at her. She is actually, it's more like lying down. What is that?
Oh, this was good. You cooked for an hour, and that's the timer.
Wow. Look, I'm being cooked for an hour, guys. Ko si haka e au. Mo sio mai. Ki he riko mo palaku. Si. Kai ke tue kau wa we kon was ma au lai.
She said she's not in the shower anymore. Her feet's dead.
Oh, ife any. Oh, Tevita Toafa. It's in Pleasant Grove. Address, Jen.
672 West, 220 South, Building A. So we're right behind the doTERRA campus in Pleasant Grove, Utah.
Mo whanonga ki ai, o na wofi ke tō tēla. Me kon whatonga ia koe o kautā koe. Koe tō tēla. Pea o hanga ki, it's more like opposite. Eh? But it's just not too, you guys are close to doTERRA.
Yeah, it's just a block away.
Yeah, just a block away. So those of you who wants to come here, you better book an appointment and come. Yeah. And Jen, just repeat again the address for those of you who are listening. And if you are not watching, but you are re-watching, you don't see the red block of live up there at the corner. Okay, if you don't see the live at the corner up here, you are going to replay. That means you're going to replay the recording, and then you get a pen and a paper, write down the address.
672 West, 220 South, Building A, Pleasant Grove, Utah. And our phone number is 385-602-6050. So if you just call that number, we'll get you the address and everything. We'll send you a text or an email with your appointment information. And so all of that will be on there. So it'll be easy for you to find.
Yeah, am I too out there?
Right. Way. Look at this. Oh, I am.
Yeah.
Look at that thing, guys. Look at all the dirt. It's on top of my toes, on my feet. Am I that ugly? It's so dirty. What the heck? Look. Jen, look at the dirt.
Lots of inflammation, lots of hormone release, lots of liver and gallbladder stuff. And the thing is, every time you do this, it gets worse. So we're just usually
Starting.
If people will do about 10 of these in a row, like over a couple of months, if they do it once a week, it'll get gross and more gross. But by the time you get to about 8 or 9, it'll start to lighten up. And but we're just barely popping the cork on you. So
Wow.
it's just starting to come out.
Or someone says, there was no apple cider eating. There was nothing. We showed you at Mauai, and I was here, and I videoed the beginning, Simaima. There was nothing else. She only adds salt, a little bit salt here, because to balance my sodium level, because I am too sugary. I don't have enough sodium in my body. So there was nothing. It was plain, clean, natural water. There was no apple cider adding or any ginger or any sugar or anything. It was all plain water. But if we don't add the sodium or the salt, my salt level was very low, so the machine will not release, won't work, won't absorb out or suck out all those dirty, nasty things you are looking at. So I recognize you wrap her feet and then you hold on to it. What is that for?
I just like holding it. It feels good, Sometimes when I do this, I can
let go. So you're letting go. Oh, so is that more like the Tongan when we do this? Like I saw one of the Fifine, she do this. Oh, one person was paranoid, I think, or hallucinating.
No, it's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing, but really, it's more like she letting go. It is almost because she let go. Yeah, it's letting go. And so I know my niece, she does this. She does this when she do massaging. And then she said, oh, you are having a fist ear. And then she do this. She wipe her hair in, and then she put her hand like this. She just put it. So it's not bringing it back to you.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you were to wipe off your table, right? If you were wiping the dust off the table, it's the same motion. You can move energy just like
Doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should have closed that because it's too, but it's okay.
Do you want me to rinse you off then before we do this other foot?
Yeah, you can do
And
that.
then you can, how long do you want to go?
Whenever we're done with the treatment and
Oh, okay.
we're to good.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Okay.
good.
You want to do her first, or
It's up to you.
what do you want to do? You want to just
Do you
keep
want to
going?
sit in your water, or do you want me to?
She wants to know if she wants to take your foot out of it.
Oh yeah, please. If it's finished.
Yeah, it's finished. Okay, let me rinse her off real quick.
Look at that.
You don't want to fall.
Oh no.
It's so dirty.
And then we can.
Okay.
No, sure, Mikey here. Get palako. Look, and then the.
I'll take the bucket.
So I don't know if you want to get up there, but there are little grease spots. Can you see those in the light? That's fat. That's actually fat coming out. So you might drop a pound or two, which is always a benefit.
That's good. I need that pound or two.
Yeah. Sometimes I've seen.
Let's see. The thing on floating. That's fat.
Yep, those are fat lipids. So
Look at the side. Look at the side. What are those on the side? So dirty.
this is inflammation. Yeah. Sometimes it'll get really like cottage cheesy, bubbly.
Yeah.
And you'll see little flecks of white, things that look like rice in there. And those are little tiny parasites that will come out through the feet too. So,
I saw some little black stuff earlier
so that's
when it
liver.
was still clean.
That's liver.
That was liver?
Yeah, that's liver.
Fuck up, boy.
So sounds like you're swearing.
She's not swearing.
I know.
It's more like
I'm teasing.
alas.
I'm just teasing you. So make sure you rinse your
Ah.
feet off.
Huh. Monsieur Kihe, go eiki peta. Only Christ did this. And you don't get this anywhere else. See? You're going down to earth in order to be humble, to touch the ugliest part of your body is your foot, is your feet, your feet, your feet, your feet. You know? So this is
Dead skin comes off.
yeah, dead skin. Hallelujah.
This one forward, and then we'll do this one.
This is cool.
Next one.
Mosio ke eiki ko ia pena ni hanga fu full ba ni kawa ko nga. This is what Jesus doing. You know, only the Lord did that. Now this is the second treatment. First treatment in the world that you see that the therapist or the doctor go down to earth. And it's very true.
I don't know that I'm the only one, but
No, but for me, in my world,
in your world,
in my world, this is the first time I see. You see nurses and doctors try to do heal wound and dressing, you know. But this is the first time you see an actual treatment that is. Oh, thank you.
so much you don't need drips.
I'm good. I'm flexible. I can drop.
You can wait until. Oh, okay.
Wow, look at that dirt.
Oh, she wants to, show the end result.
There's your end result.
Monsieur, well, look at it. So, for those of you who are asking if there was nothing added, I was the one who we put the water in. You know, it was fresh, it was clean. The only thing we added was what? Was the salt, the little salt here, because there is a certain sodium level you need to have in your body in order for the machine to suck out those nasty, yucky thing here. You look just like I told you, it's more like going to the bathroom.
When I did it, mine was bubbly and brown and orange.
Yours was orange. That means, see, the orange, what is orange? Orange is the joints and muscle. So for me, what is this? Is this dark green?
I would say dark green.
Yeah, dark green. Yeah, and I do have problems with my gallbladder. It's already been taken off. So if there is no gallbladder,
then it's your digestive
then it's my digestive system is suffering. Close the door. Close the door. Okay, see you. Hi, Pauline V Pututau. Nine ngano sen mayangeki treatment hin. No saying you got to come here. My discount ni Miss Pututau. Yes, Miss you have to sign up on Miss Pututau. And when you sign up for Vika or Pauline Vika or just Putan Vika, at least you Putan Vika Pututau. And then you will have this free treatment while she's doing the zoning. And we can promote and help her by doing that. And so why do we do this purpose, this live? It's just to spread the awareness that there is always a second chance and there is always a way to fix and to help us in a traditional and a natural way instead of bombarded or down us with all the medication and surgery, and we go and draw the conclusion, we just jump to the last one. Mahino? So if and so I hope Lolofi Blake Toafa, you should get it already. Apiko alunga monulela ha or I have treatment, it's good. Just for your own good. And you know, I know I did the exam, the scan, and you know, No wonder why every time I eat shellfish, I always get swollen or blistering, or sometimes I got rashes on my face or especially my toes. I think, remember, I used to have blistering. I did not know that I am allergic to sea shellfish or whatever. Fingota, koi paka, koi uo, takoe o ko allergic yao kiai.
But I want to connect the dot for you.
Yeah, go for it.
So if your face is swelling, right, when you're having an allergic reaction or up here getting rashes, your toes are your face signals.
So
That's why
what
your toes were getting rashes there too, to try and get your attention, to pay attention to your lymph system was too blocked.
Yeah, and sometimes my toes get fungi or into nails.
Right, because there's stuff going on up here.
And that's why I have the swollen part. Wow.
So do you see how God made our bodies to be able to connect all the dots?
Mm-hmm.
So if we start having a problem in our foot, it's what we call referred pain. And it's trying to get your attention, saying, like, if it's this part, this is my neck, that means my neck's not working right. It's not in the right place. Or if it's up in here, right, this might be up in my face. If it's back here in the toes or in the brain. So if you're having a problem in your foot, it's trying to show you that you have something that you're not paying attention to.
Wow.
Yeah, your body is brilliant. It knows what to do. We're not training people like this anymore, right? People used to know this stuff. So now if you want to learn it, like, I can teach you how to do it so you can help your whole family. That's why Vika started too. That's why I started. That's why I started. But it's important for you to be able to be a healer in your own family, to help yourself too.
Do you think I will be good at it?
I do. Yeah, I think you'd be good at it. You'd be a sassy little therapist, which is sometimes needed.
That's why they're sassy therapists.
We'll just know which ones to send to you.
Okay, so you see how Vika, okay, I'm going to stand up now, because I'm done. Wow, my feet feels good. You see, Mosheke Angap. And Lela, it's $75. Is that what you're asking? Yes. Fiha, it's $75. You sign under, and then if you see this live, make sure you sign under Vika, okay? Or just tell Jen that I watched the live of Leslie, and anytime who come under me can go to Vika. So you see that there's a certain look at her and the connection, look at how Jen, there's a time she feel kind of a little, like she's pulling her legs because there's a certain touch and move.
So am I doing you said it was the tendon right there, right? Am I going far?
You're just
in the right spot. Okay. Does that hurt?
No. It actually feels relaxed.
It's 75, Lela, and then it's 75. Fuck up. Oh, look at that. Hey, Moshe, mine. Look at that bottom is so black. So now, oh my goodness. Lela, look. Now, tasilo, that's the right Tongan word. Tasilo. Settle in. Settle in, and we call it tasilo. Tasilo vai. Mas Moshe que pala kuila. Fuck up. So, como tolu ko na ko mosio mai. Hange ko fai to ko ni sa lot ko osen ko energy pulls out ko fine ko wa ko he. Hela ia. Ka ko fai nga me ake te patient, but they endure, and also you have to be gently moving around your fingers, because Vika has done mine too. I'm telling you, but I think I'm worried about my hands. If I touch people, I'm gonna break people's bones.
Nope.
You think so? Do you think so?
We'll teach you to do it the right way.
Okay, yeah. Moshe ko ni mang, ko take down ni pe hapo pula tu ku igela lo peluki. Ka koe There's a method, there is a style, there's a technique. The way she touched, the way she hold, the way she stationed herself.
Yeah.
And look at her, she looks so calm. And so
that was your thigh and knee. Well, I did your hip socket. And then that goes right into this one. Okay. Just making sure that was correct.
Mantui, this one is $75 only. And if you are coming and do it with Vika, then DrJen will give you a free iron foot pass. And you look at those nasty, man, can we take off the water and we see what's down there? So nasty.
Usually we just dump it in the toilet.
Oh, see, they just take it to the toilet.
Snap a snapshot. Just for your records number, your first one.
It's your first one.
No, but I'll take a snapshot when I'm finished live. Otherwise, I ruin the live.
Okay, Hannah.
Okay. You look around here and let me show you this place too. You see the atmosphere and the environment here. It is settled and it's set and arranged to give you some peaceful time. And you should be in your wise mind. You should be focused. Be in the moment. Be present. You know, you have to be present. You have to know exactly where you are. And then you are going to connect to your patient or to the client or the other individual, even though you two are two different beings. And so I think the setting and the arrangement of this place is unique. And you see there is a special wall hanging here. There's a reason for it. It looks like, I don't even know, but it looks like, is it tribal?
Yeah, it's tribal.
You want to talk a little bit about it?
Yeah. So
We'll find a nice one.
we're going to we're going to do a tone-in wall hanging there actually, but this is just, there's many tribes and many medicines that we work with from different areas of the world. So we work with medicine from Peru, Africa, all over the place. And so all of the artwork in our clinic has to do with the different tribes that we work with.
Mm-hmm.
And it's important to us to be able to get our medicine straight from the tribes. Like we have a medicine from Peru that strengthens your immune system. So when you have something like COVID, it's not even a thing. Like we've had people that have had long COVID and they come in and they do this particular treatment called Cambo, and it'll kick it super fast. And so we've got Peruvian stuff, we have native drums, we have African artwork, we've got other Polynesian and Indian artwork. And so we are an indigenous medicine clinic, and that means that we have people here from all cultures that come in for care from all over the world. But also our therapists are here from all over the world. And so we just want it to feel just really homey and really inclusive, to everybody. So, yeah.
Very good. Thank you. And you have heard Mufanong Mekela Chen. Yes, you guys, it is very, very good. I feel good. My feet, I feel, look, it feels good. And you see, look at the dirt here. I cannot believe that is so nasty. But you know what? It is amazing how this thing works. And like I said, the arrangement of this room is very, very comforting. And you feel good, feel at ease. You just feel free. Okay? And there are lots of oil, she's using. And this is your another, what do you call this chair? Is this
Lounges.
Huh?
They're a lounge.
They're lounge. See? I have a lounge,
So you can really
relax, So this is how it is in this room. And I think for those of you who are watching and you think, it's true, Beta. O mo oni au pito fema o ke apa wata api there's anybody in the family pe wata puke o mahu inga ke owa ngata pe ko ta wope ke toke ta pe ngata. God pe toke ta and the doctor says no, there's other ways and a natural way of healing yourself. Kapau ko mahaki pe ko foko tua ko tau wongo I ku tau ha. Tau wongo I ku ko ngata anga fenga. Don't wait for the last chance. Don't wait. Come earlier so you can get another chance or enough time to help you out. Remember, we don't know. That's the worst thing. That death is not predicted. We don't know our dying date. So, but we have to live and enjoy life in a spiritually, naturally, and healthy way. In a healthy way. I think me Allah yok tawako ya ki ni mo sio ke yang la. Ai ni ma ka hinen mo mantu I ko e. Kai ne ko ni ko hako foto fotai. Ko pe no ki konga ne to kai computer ki muini. O fai ake ungau ko ni ka mo ilo wa ni kui ko lan paka. Ne to ka computer me teknologia me teologia today, but her granddad, her grandpa, and one of her grandpa already a computer person. So my look at the way she touch, the uniqueness of how she touch it and how she use her hand. And I give credit, Vika, you are awesome. I'm so proud of her because first of all, I said to her, I'm not touching anybody's foot. No way. But I have learned the more I come and hang around here in this office, in this clinic with this beautiful doctor here, and my sister will try to influence me to do this. And at the same time, you can get the goodness out of it, and it benefits yourself first. So remember, part of building and raising the bar is be yourself first. Be healthy, enjoy life, and make sure you take care of yourself first. That's part of your to-do list. You know your to-do list? You wake up in the morning and you put down, I run to the store, I run here and do something for someone else. No, take care of yourself first. Jen told you in the last slide, take a cup of hot water with lemon early in the morning before you do anything else.
Right.
It kind of cleanses your guts.
It does. And it helps you feel better and you have more energy and your food digests better. And there's just all these benefits that happen. There's a reason why the Chinese do hot lemon water. The most successful people in the world do hot lemon water every single morning.
Even Japanese.
Yeah, everybody. But even like the big CEOs and businessmen, that's what they do. It's hot lemon water.
So it's not a joke, people.
Yeah. It's a real thing.
It's a real thing. And if you can see, the more I stand here, the more it triggers. This bucket here triggers me to come back and forth. You know? Look at that dirt. So you hear me. So you heard me. I saw and I was here when we put the water in. There was nothing. There was no chemical added. Because I'm that person, I like to look at it because what she's doing, she might add some chemical inside, but she didn't. We were right here, and I showed you the first time the clean water. Did you see that? I think some of you guys just barely came in, but now you can go back and rewind or replay. You will know it better. And so, for those of you mo mahaki, for those of you ngahi fukotua, mo hao, ko mo tolu mo fa eva me ki iuta, mo kolos me ki hen ko hao no fena fu ahewa. Make sure one day there is a 1 hour, at least 1 hour, come and do zoning, and come here. And she zone you. This woman here, her name is Pauline V Pututau. That's her name, is Pauline V Pututau. And so look at how she does it. Koya ko fehu imai. Is it seven? Yeah, it's 75 with a iron, free iron foot path. Aya kapag take a kau you have a hange ko me. You come here, we'll path it for you. We'll give you a bath in a shower. We'll give you a shower for your only your toe, not your whole body. It's just your toes, just your foot, your feet. Okay, go off. I think. Is there anything else we need to say, Jen?
I think next week we'll go over some of the other therapies and
Yeah.
we'll take you on a tour of the clinic and just kind of show you around so you can see there's a whole lot of things that we do here. And we're just getting started.
Okay.
So I'm excited to have you along each week, you guys.
Repeat the address again for me, please.
672 West, 220 South, Building A in Pleasant Grove, Utah. And our phone number is 385-602-6050. So just call or text that number, and our office will get you set up for an appointment, and we'll get you all the information that you need.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Do you want to say anything, dear?
Thank you for watching. Sign up.
Everybody, we would like to say mahalo nui loa and thank you for being with us. And I think it's important that we understand that this is a good treatment, and I am a living witness of it. It has done me good, great good, not just a little tiny good, okay? So it has done me great, and I think you see, every Wednesday I am consistently coming to be with her. So we are going to be here again in the clinic, and we are going to do another treatment. So make sure you tune in. So spread the words, share, hit like and share. Do not just hold on to it, share it. I would appreciate it, because next week we are going to do another treatment, and we're going to do a whole tour around the clinic, so you can have a hint of what is going on here. At the same time, manatui hoko koe fungani kita. Be the best version of yourself. Don't let anybody decide and make decision for you. You should be healthier. You should join this, and remember, with all this, let's say with all this, my phone number is 360-214-0871 or 801-941-7471. If there is emergency, life-threatening, even death, we're lost. And in this land of the prairie, you got to have some income or life protection. Call us at any time. We're going to help you along with DrJen to naturally healing you. So do not forget to send us.
Get healthy so you can get better insurance.
Oh, say it again. Vix.
Get healthy so you can get better insurance.
And you are also a what?
Yes, living witness, and I am also a licensed insurance agent.
Yes, there you go. So you are getting all the goodies. You know, when we are therapists, we charge a lot. But see, you get a free deal with you guys. I'm going to show you the last part. This is a free zoning, guys. This is a free iron foot path. While you pay $75 for foot zoning. It's all by Pauline V Pututau and with DrJen. Don't forget to sign up. Call, make sure you communicate, set your appointment, because sometimes we are full. You have to make time and make sure you plan ahead. Come and don't delay, don't postpone, because you're going to regret it. You guys may have a blessed day. Don't forget to hit like and share. Malo o falahiatu. Pia moto e me amai e time tatau i he aho pule lulu around 4 o'clock o falahiatu. Tau toki. Talanoa he wike kahau. Have a great night, everybody. Goodbye.